Alright, everybody, you know the drill. Like, subscribe, hit the bell, comment, share. Everything you do does help the channel and it's greatly appreciated. And I just want to take time to thank all my loyal subscribers for being here and all the support. Also, if you want to hit up my Patreon and try to get yourself a mug or a sticker or tote bag, anything you do over there does help too. And I have exclusive giveaways that are for Patreon members only. And also, I'm just trying to get something started there where I can give away something big every month on there. So. Alright everybody, welcome to today's video. For today's video, what I'm going to do is I'm going to be showing you how to give yourself a brass wheel. It's pretty simple, pretty easy trick to do, and I'm going to show you guys how to do it. It's pretty sharp looking too on your Zippo. Now you're probably asking, why are you doing it to this insert? It doesn't look like it's bad or anything, but listen to the cam. It's very weak. It barely even closes hard. See, like, it's pretty weak. The spring got bent down, and the reason I'm doing this is because I'm going to have a video showing you how to fix this spring. You don't have to replace the whole spring, take the rivet out or nothing. This is bendable steel, right? It's spring steel that what this is used for. So you just got to bend it back, and I'm going to show you how to do that in another video. But for today's purpose, I'm going to be showing you the golden wheel. This is a very easy trick. This is the rivet that comes out. There's the big end, like on this side there's the big end, and on the other side there's a smaller end. That's where you drill it out. I just used a 2mm drill bit, drilled it out. It was pretty simple, ready to go. And what you need to do is you need to have a torch, and you need to have a brass wheel. I got one for my Dremel, I have one for my drill, and I have one for my bench grinder. This one's way easier to use because it's so small, so I'm just going to use this for the purpose of the video. You could use whatever you have at home. All you need to do is grip your flint wheel, get your torch ready. Alright, get your torch nice and hot, and you're just going to heat up this wheel. Watch you don't burn yourself, adjust properly. And make sure you got a good grip, and make sure you're wearing eye protection and everything like that. So we're just going to heat this torch up, and while we're heating it up and it's getting ready, I'm going to tell you guys what you want to do is when you plate this with brass. I already did this by mistake. I tried to do the outside edge, and the problem with that is brass is softer than the flint. It won't ignite the flint. So only do the outsides of the wheel. That's all you need to do. And just get this heated up nice. Nice cherry red. Make sure you're doing both sides. And when you turn on the brass wheel, everything's just going to stick to it, and you're going to watch it go gold before your eyes. You just want to make sure you get it nice and hot. There we go. Now she's hot. Okay, so now I turn that off. Turn on our power supply. Alright, now here we go. Oh, sorry, I got to be a little more stable. There we go. There we go. Oh yeah. Look at that. Now you flip it over. Don't drop it. And do the other side. And just wipe the brass on. That's it. Turn off your machine. And you're done, guys. It's that simple. It was a little harder for me because I'm trying to look at the camera and do it, and but looking at the results, like I said, you don't want to get this. You try not to get this because it won't strike. You only want to get the outside, but it worked really well. Stuck everywhere. It's just cooling down right now. It looks really nice. And it looks really nice on the zip. And if you do get some on there and your Zippo is not striking, you just got to get another wire wheel that isn't brass and just rub it off on the wheel there. So while this cools down here, it should cool down relatively fast. So now what you do is the system I've designed here with the bolt is you don't need a nut. You got to put it in from the same side that the big one's on here. You don't need a nut because just like a firearm, this will get held. This will get held just by the spring, the tension of the spring. Now this bolt will actually thread right into here, into the holes. That's why I got them. I just need a
little tool to help it get started here. I didn't plan on that in the video. And you kind of just got to hold it in there. Hold it in there, get it in there, because when it screws in, it's got to go through it. There it goes. Going right through. You got to screw it all the way through, because a 2.5 millimeter bolt is the exact same size as the hole. That's why I chose a 2.5 millimeter bolt, because it'll actually screw in like a thread to the Zippo insert right here. It'll actually screw in right there. It's the exact same size. That hole is a 2.5 millimeter hole. This is a 2.5 millimeter bolt. You do not need a nut on the other side. You will not need one. It'll just stay on there fine. And you load it up with a flint. And you put in your flint spring here. You just gotta screw it down. Give me a sec. There you go.
Alright everybody, I wanted to pause it here to show you that the spark will be hot enough to light your wick, but the problem I had here was that I went off of the flat surface and I touched some of the spark wheel with the brass, so I have to actually spin it about 3-4 times until I can find a spot that doesn't have the brass on it. So when you do this, you have to be very careful not to get any brass whatsoever on the front of the striker. You just only want to do the sides. I messed up here. I made a mistake. I went over on a spot, and when that piece hits the flint, it will not strike. So what you will have to do is you will have to just make sure you don't go over it. Try something smaller, be more delicate, be more accurate. Going over it with a wire wheel also will not get the brass off and will leave a coating from the wire wheel, and it also will not spark, so you cannot clean it with the wire wheel. I made that mistake. You just have to not get brass on the striker part. How I recommend getting around this is putting aluminum foil around the striker wheel that touches the flint, and because you cannot get any brass on it. So that is how you get around it, and then you won't slip off and touch any of the striker wheel with brass.